The Holocaust, one of the most horrific racial massacres in history. During the Second World War, 6 million Jews were persecuted and killed. Besides Jewish people, homosexuals, disabled people, and Roma, also known as gypsies, were sent to concentration camps to be murdered or forced to work. After World War II, a large population of Jewish refugees came to New Orleans for a better life. They joined a Jewish community that had been growing in New Orleans since the 18th century. When the refugees arrived, the people of New Orleans were not really interested in hearing their stories. And many Holocaust survivors didn't want to tell their stories. They found it painful to remember the terrible things they had experienced, including the loss of their homes and families. Also, they didn't think anyone would listen. In 1961, Adolf Eichmann was put on trial in Jerusalem. Eichmann was accused of planning the deaths of millions of Jews by the hands of the Nazis. The New Orleans newspapers provided details of the trial, and in response, the American Nazi Party came to New Orleans to spread anti-Semitism and hate. The Holocaust survivors now wanted to tell their stories, to show the pain inflicted by the Nazis in Germany and to counter the hate of American Nazi Party. People in New Orleans started to become educated about what happened. There was more and more interest in listening to the refugees and their stories. Over time, respect for and interest in the Holocaust survivors grew, and the mutual support and respect between Jews and non-Jews in the community grew to the point in which the Jewish and the non-Jewish community joined together to erect a Holocaust monument to memorialize their struggles. The monument was designed by Yaakov Agam and is located in Woldenberg Park. The monument consists of 9 panels featuring different designs that appear as you walk around the monument.
When I hear the word Holocaust, I think of unnecessary extinction.
So it's a tragedy and something that should never be forgotten.
I think of misery.
I think of a big tragic event in history that is, we must remember it, but it was a horrible, horrible thing. And there's lots going on. There's loads of shapes, loads of different things going on all in one monument. It's quite clever.
And looking at it, it's very deep in a lot of hard, what I call hard colors, meaning real strong colors.
I think it's very beautiful and a very creative way to express the feelings and kind of how to process the events that happened.
I was walking up, what I thought I saw was a menorah, so apparently there is one, and then the Jewish star.
I don't see much sadness in there. I don't know what he wants to be, express it through it, but I'm not so sure.
I feel like it definitely shows an aspect of it, but in terms of its totality, I think it resembles more than just the Holocaust. But I think it does have some significance in that, if one would see it that way, yeah.
But it's quite colourful actually, and when you think of the Holocaust, you think sad, somber, tragic, depressing.
Wants to represent this event, and how people take it is up to them.
Make it more stand out and pop with the water, but I think it's beautiful as it is.
I think it's missing the anger or hatred or sadness in there, I think.
How people take it is up to them, but I don't think it would be up to us to suggest changes to an artist. It's their vision of what this means.
Yes, like something that explains more what it is about and about history, about what happened and what its purpose is.